All right, watching back on demand, I'm Maeve, and if you have a block, you're gonna need it today. If you don't have one, there's always a workaround, but if you have one, grab it. I'm gonna start sitting on it, but that's not what we need it for. We'll need it later on, but we're gonna start sitting comfortably, whatever that might be on your body, and just let your hands rest, palms up or down, whatever feels good to you. Eyes soften. We'll just take a moment here to breathe. First, just naturally, watching and following your inhales, watching and following your exhales. And when you first come onto your mat, just notice the brain, the thoughts. And for me, I'm going to just tell you what I do. This is what I do, and it works for me. I actually say, I'm inhaling. I'm exhaling as I'm doing it. Because it's hard to say that and think about something else simultaneously. So I literally say, inhaling, exhaling as I do it. And it doesn't mean that I don't sometimes jump off and a thought catches me, but I know how to come back to where I want to be to start to quiet the fluctuations of my mind. And then the next layer that I kind of put on that is I notice the sensation in my body as I inhale. So I notice my rib cage, my belly, my chest. And then I do the same thing as I exhale. I say it and I feel what that exhale feels like. If that helps you, wonderful. If it doesn't, let it go. And we're going to build in a little pause. Little pause. So I'm going to say to myself, I'm inhaling, I notice the sensation, then I say, I'm pausing. And then I'm exhaling, noticing the sensation. And then I say to myself, I'm pausing, and I notice the sensation with that on your own. Given you a cadence to your breath. This might not apply, but for me, my breath is a little longer right now than it's probably going to be when we start moving. And it feels really nice and sort of decadent to be able to take these really large, expansive inhales, these lengthy exhales, and to have this little pause in between. Because when we start flowing, it starts to shorten up a little bit. Your next inhale, reach your arms forward, and then fingertips to the sky, and then start to bend the elbows and draw the elbows back toward the rib cage, but without touching the rib cage, so kind of at your sides, and then just hold it here. Really flex the fingers back or the hands back, and then elbows hug in toward the rib cage, but without squeezing the body. So just hug in. And when you do that, and you can actually do this with me if you want, you can take one hand to your side body. So we're going to feel how the lats engage. So arm is here, you're squeezing in, and that lat muscle on your back. So when you kind of hug shoulder toward hip, the lat muscle engages a little bit. And you can do it on the other side if you want. You can notice if one side's easier to kind of engage than the other. And then we'll do both sides. And so we're just going to kind of hold here. And then the hands are directly out from the elbows. I'm just going to turn so I can kind of show you that position. So you're here, you're hugging in. And you're going to push the hands away. Spread the shoulder blades wide on your back. So this is protraction. And then we're going to draw the elbows in, and we're going to hug them toward the body. Hands are directly out from your elbows. That's Chaturanga arms. Reach forward. This would be plank arms, nice and wide in the shoulders, and then drawing in. That would be Chaturanga. And this would be plank. And yet again, this would be Chaturanga. Good. Release the arms down. Come around onto hands and knees. Okay, and you do need your block. And we're just going to get right into this because why not? So actually it's going to be like this. When we go into this next little bit, the block is going to be here. So just below your chest at the top of your rib cage. So I'm going to place it down and then you'll adjust your stance as needed. Come onto hands and knees. I'm going to bring my hands forward a bit actually. So the block is kind of at the back of the heels of the hands. And then you're going to bend the elbows, tip forward, lower down, come back up, stretch back. Then you can adjust the block as needed as you do this. Come forward, and drop down, press back up, and press back. Now, this is exactly the arms that you did just now when you were seated. Since we've turned our body to be in a plank, we have to do a lot more planking action here. So belly engaging and drawing up, front ribs drawing up, little engagement in the hips. A couple more like this. So this is a very, very, very viable version of Chaturanga where you're using your knees. One more time. This time we're going to hold it down. You can let the block actually support you a bit here. Hug the elbows in. Tuck the toes if you want. Pull the chest open and then straighten the legs. So now the block is supporting you. Tailbone toward your heels. Legs crazy, crazy strong. Try not to curl up in the chest. Stay straight ahead. Crown of the head reaching forward. Knees come back down. And downward facing dog. You can move the block off to the side. Really good. So getting a sense of what Chaturanga feels like when you have some support, because when we don't have support, it gets a little tricky, am I right? Like there's so much work going on. Elbows are hugging, and this is also truly the foundation of the arms that take us into different arm balances. Right leg stretches back, inhale. If it feels good, open up the hips. Lift the leg a little higher. And then right knee, right tricep. Inhale, take the hips straight back, the legs straight back. And then cross over to the left. Inhale, straight back. And step the right foot forward. Hands on the ground or on blocks, back leg really strong, heart stretches forward, feet press down and feet draw toward each other. Yes, very nice. One more inhale here. With your exhale, straighten your front leg. You can either allow your spine to just drop down, or if it feels better to you, you can lengthen your spine forward. I'm going to leave that up to you. One more inhale. And then rebend the front leg. Take your left hand forward of your right foot. And then slide your right foot back a little bit more. So now you've got a pretty good distance here. Turn the feet to the right. Let the hips sink down a bit. Push real hard into that left hand. And then lift up and over. One more inhale. Come around with the right toes. Right hand comes down and just lift off half moon. Arrive in Malasana. Come around. I will say this every time we do Malasana until it gets old and tired, but your heels might not touch, and it doesn't matter. And your hips might not be crazy low, and it doesn't matter. You find the shape that works for you. And the intention here is to work into the hip flexion, is to work the arms and the legs together. So I could be here and I could be still working it. Actually, it's a lot more work for me here than here because my calves are hella big and I can just sit back my hamstrings onto my calves and I don't really have to do a lot of work. So I get a little bit more actually if I'm here. So don't let the looks deceive you on what's harder and easier. Good, release your hands down, find your block if you have it. Step back to plank. Breath in. And then exhale, Chaturanga. Let the block support you. And then flip the feet. Inhale, up dog. Block is no longer supporting you. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Just receive all that. Press your hands down. Inhale, left leg back. Keep the legs straight. If it feels good, open up the hips. Really press into this right arm. Notice how the right shoulder wants to kind of dip, which isn't wrong. But for now, for this moment, both arms equally strong and straight. Drop the right heel really heavy. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, stretch straight back, neutralize the hips. Ish. And then exhale, crossover. Inhale, back. Exhale, place your left foot forward. Blocks under your hands or hands on the floor. Back leg real strong. Press both feet down and energetically pull the feet toward each other. Beautiful. Stretch the heart forward. Stretch the gaze a little forward. Working this back leg really incredibly strong as if you're in plank. And with your exhale, straightening the front leg any amount. Blocks are great here. Option to either stay reaching the heart forward or you can melt down. And to see what feels better to you today. In both versions, you're finding length in the spine. So even if you're melting down, there's going to be a little roundness in the spine as you do that, just based on physics and the shape of your spine and what your spine does. But you're still extending your heart forward. Soften the front knee. Take your right hand further forward. Slide your left foot back a little bit. Turn the feet open, or turn the feet to the left. Open's not really the right term. And then sink down. And then press up. Yes, yes, yes. And then bring the left hand around, square off your feet. Half moon. Just lift up. Beautiful. Yes, yes. Really nice. down, find your block. Step back to plank. Your block is going to support you in this chaturanga. Strong legs, lower down. Mine's a little low, but that's okay. And then tops of the feet down. Legs are suspended, up dog. Yes. And downward facing dog, exhale. Beautifully done. So as we start to move, if you want to continue, and I didn't even have my block in the right height, but if you want to keep using the block for a little bit of awareness in chaturanga so you're not sinking, that's great. If you were like, no, that's good for today, I think I'm good. And we'll give you alternatives to lowering down in addition to what we just did. Walk your feet to your hands. Lengthen halfway. And fold with your exhale. Push the ground away. Inhale, rise, rise, reach. And hands to your heart, exhale. Good. Now we start to move with a little more tempo, a little more rhythm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back. Keep your hands on the floor. Breath in. Power up that leg, back leg, the leg in the back. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hand releases down. Plank inhale. If you want, knees and hips start to lower first. Cobra inhale. Otherwise, just one straight line down. Downward facing dog, exhale. So if you're really trying to care for your shoulders, that's going to be the safest way to get down. Right leg stretches back, inhale. Right foot steps forward, exhale. Stay forward with the hands, drop down, lengthen out, power up the back leg. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, release it down, step forward. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Left foot steps back. Keep it back, or keep your hands down and keep it back. Inhale, right hand up. Oh boy, exhale, hand down. Plank inhale. Knees, hips down or lower down as one unit. Cobra inhale. And down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Keep the hands down. Just lengthen the spine. And then inhale that left arm up and around. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. And bow forward. Rise to stand. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back. Exhale. Inhale, left arm up and around. Exhale, hand down. Plank inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, open up that arm all the way around. And then step to the top of your mat. Halfway inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Left foot steps back, exhale. Keep the hands down. Then inhale, right arm up and around. Release your hand. Plank inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Inhale. Curl the heart to the sky. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Left arm circles, inhale. Exhale, step top of the mat. Halfway inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down dog. So beautiful. Inhale, heels high. Bend your knees, stretch your hips back, look at your hands, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. To heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. And down dog, exhale. So as we're flowing, we're not forgetting the actions of Chaturanga. The elbows kind of hugging in, the lats engaging, the shoulder in the front nice and open so you're not bracing forward this way. Use your hands, let them catch you. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, spring forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. One last little bit. When we were sitting here doing this, let's do it together. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back. This is Chaturanga right here, right? Your legs are crazy strong, butt engaged, belly pulling. Inhale and exhale. We're pulling the arms back, right? We're actively pulling back. So when we're going into Chaturanga, I want you to imagine you're pulling the floor to you, or you're pulling your body toward the floor. You're not like bracing and resist, like, oh, here comes the floor. Don't be tentative. Your brain registers that. Don't be tentative. Be like, bam, here I am, right? Use your knees if you need to make you feel bam, right? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Strong, confident, pull the ground toward you. Inhale, your back bend. Down dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. If it feels good, open up the hip. Right knee, right elbow, exhale. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, cross. Inhale, back. Place the right foot forward. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Let the hips sink just a little bit. Strong back leg. And then exhale, straighten this leg. Inhale, rebend. Take the left hand further forward. Slide the right foot back a little bit. Sink down, just like we did in the beginning. And then press up and over. Bring the right hand around. Square off the feet. Block if you want it. Half moon. Open up. Malasana. Come on down. Hands turn forward. Elbows are bent. You're not going anywhere. Pull your elbows back against the knees and push the knees into the elbows. Good. This is the shape of crow pose. We just haven't taken it off our feet yet. Really strong here. Let the back round. Pull the belly in. Yes. One more inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. You know your points. Legs are strong. Hug the elbows in. Rise open. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg back. Open the hips if it feels good. Keep that angle, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, square off. Stretch back. Cross over. Inhale, back. And place your foot forward. Inhale, heart forward. Drop the back leg just a little bit. And then exhale, straighten. We can be something that not. Inhale, rebend. Right hand stretches forward a little bit more. Left foot slides a little back as we sink down. Reach up and over. Push, 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 push. Come all the way around. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Beautiful. Come into Malasana. Good. Now, knees to triceps. Hands push forward. Pull the fingers back. Good. So first, get really long in the spine. Pull the collarbones broad. Now, round the back. Good. This is crow. One more inhale. Hands down, exhale. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. You can skip every single one of these chaturangas. Down dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Open up the hips if it feels good. Bend the top leg. Wild thing if you like. Come around. Right knee, left elbow. Stay here, pause. Maybe start to tip forward and lift that left leg up. Three-legged dog, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Stay low, inhale. Right arm circles up and around. And then release your hand and straighten the front leg. Rebend, slide the right foot back, slide the left hand forward, sink the hips. Press up and over. Half moon, rise up, maybe Chapasana. Malasana. Stay in Malasana. Work this seated crow if you want, or bring your hands around. Reach forward. Come into your toes. Tip until you feel like your feet get light, because they do. Thumbs pull toward each other. Pinky fingers spiral outward. So there's this action happening in the hands. Elbows are hugging in. And then make your way back, Chaturanga. Move through. And down dog. Beautiful. Enjoy a couple breaths here. Just reset. Left leg back, inhale. Open the hips if it's nice, bend the knee, stay here or flip over. Inhale, come around. Left knee, right elbow, stay and breathe. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Tip forward. Lift that back leg up. Three-legged dog, inhale. Left foot forward. Inhale, left arm up and around. Exhale, release the hand. Straighten the front leg. Rebend the front leg. Reach the right hand forward a little bit. Slide the left foot back. Pinky side of the right foot. Toes face the left. Sink. Press up and over. Half moon. Chapasana, optional. Yes. Malasana. Seated crow. Does that make sense when I say this? So like your butt is getting as close to your heels as you can. Your back is rounding. You're pulling your belly back. Your inflection here. Your hands are strong. Your elbows are bent. You're creating a platform. And then all you do is you tip this forward. Or not. And crow. Use your hands. They're now your platform. And then however you want, Chaturanga. Move through. And down dog. Very, very nice work. Enjoy a few breaths. Inhale, right leg back. Step your right foot forward. Warrior 3. Take off. Anything you want to do with your arms. Anything you want to do with your arms. Feels about to go away. I just wish I was there. Left knee rises up. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm back. Come around. Arms up, extend the leg out. Yes, beautiful. Stay here. I don't care how high the leg is. I don't care how high it is. Stay here, or see if you can lower down. And then rise back up. Woo! Standing splits on this right leg. Take the left leg back. Well done. Stay in your standing split, or create some distance between your hands and your feet. Shift into your hands, bend your right knee, lift the right heel, and then pop up. Perfect timing. What you know about perfect timing? Perfect timing. Oh, so good. Beautiful. Make your way back to down dog however you want. What you know about perfect timing? Smooth out your breath. Inhale, left leg back. Left foot forward, exhale. Warrior 3. Anything you want to do with your arms. Anything you want to do with your arms.
Baby, stolen. Oh my love, you so blasé. Light it up, baby, and pass the flame. Ain't no other, it's all you. Ain't no other, it's all you. Oh my.
Inhale, right knee rises up. Had to use the wall there. Twist open. Work your standing leg really strong. Let this shoulder open. So notice if, like, when you're coming around, you're like, your shoulder's like doing one of these jobbies, and you're like, open up. You like how that face went along with that? Like, no matter what, if you're here, you have to be making this face. I know that's not true. I keep falling over because I'm trying to be cute. I'm trying to be funny, and I'm falling over. Come back around. Arms up, leg out. I don't care how high it is, but try to straighten both of your legs. I don't care how high it is, but try to straighten both of your legs. Stay here or lower down. Whew. Come back up. Standing splits. Nice work. Stay in standing splits or bend your left knee, pick up your left heel, shift your chest forward a little bit. Your bottom leg is your spring, your top leg is your swing.
Baby, you got me so.
Yes, yes, Amanda, pretty. That's it, Kazi. Fusako, I know it looks good. Make your way back into down dog. Your path.
Ain't no other, it's all you. Oh my lover, you so blasé. Got a little baby and pass the flame. Ain't no other, it's all you. Ain't no other, it's all.
Right leg back, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Warrior 3, take off. A little more tempo. Left knee lifts up. Maybe straighten the leg, maybe take the hand to the foot. Maybe keep the knee where we were on the first one.
Ain't no other, it's all you.
Come back around, straighten the leg if you can. Maybe hold the leg. Possibly lower down. And then back up. Standing splits, handstand, whatever feels good here. You've got a few breaths to play. And then chaturanga when you're ready.
If I stayed away, I'd go back on my word, 'cause you
Feel your
know
breath.
I need you, baby.
Left leg back, inhale.
I crave
Left foot forward, exhale.
peace, baby.
Warrior 3.
Folding free.
Right knee lifts up. Take the knee with your left hand, or maybe take your foot. And twist it. So good.
I know all that it makes to see you glazed in sweat.
Come back to center.
I'll take
Straight leg, maybe take both hands to your leg. Maybe drop down.
Baby,
Ah!
let me be the thing
And then back up.
I regret. Let me be the
Standing splits. Handstand if you'd like.
miss me, baby. You're gonna miss me, yeah. 'Cause if you miss me, baby.
When you're ready, beautiful. Back to down dog, however you want to get there. Beautiful, well done. Smooth out your breath.
I can show you.
Step your right foot forward. Block if you want. Back heel roots down. Block can be on the pinky side of the right foot or the big toe of your right foot. Both legs work straight. And then turn to the right with your chest. Open up this right shoulder. And then maybe right arm goes up. Revolve triangle. Back heel rooted down. So good. Really strong back leg. Really strong front leg. One more inhale. Get bigger. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Soften the front knee. Plant your hands down. Pick up your right foot, your right knee. Start to bend your elbows and see if you can lower down into dolphin, and then right leg to the sky. And then maybe you lace the hands or bring the hands into prayer here. Maybe the hands stay wide and parallel. Right leg is lifted. If you want, you can start to take little hops here. And it's the same. So like this would be the equivalent of like a standing split, yes, with your forearms down. And then it's the option to go into this handstand or this forearm stand. It's exactly what we just did from standing splits. We're just on the lower platform. So good. Good. Right foot comes down. Bend both of your knees. Separate the hands if they're not already. And then see if you can use your legs. Lift up, plank. Lower to your belly. Bend both knees, hands by the ribs. Hug the elbows in. Pull your feet toward your hips. Lift the knees up, lift the heart up. Push the hands down, elbows hug in. And down dog. Left foot steps forward. Back heel roots block can be big toe side or pinky side of this left foot. You don't have to use a block. Right hand on the block or on the floor. Left hand to your left hip. Turn the chest open. Press into the back heel. Press into the back foot. And then arm open if it feels good. If it adds to the pose, take the arm up. If it doesn't add value, leave it off. One more inhale. Release the hand with your exhale. Bend the front knee. Plant your hands. Just pick up the foot, pick up the knee. And then start to bend your elbows. Lots of control. And then dolphin with the left leg lifted. And then again, so this is like standing splits, okay? Obviously it's not, but it is. It's like the same framework. And then if you want, you would do those same lifts we did from standing splits. You don't have to go up. So like you can just take little soft hops there and start to get comfortable with it. These are so good. Yes. Beautiful. And then both feet down, both knees bend. Look at your hands. Lift up, Chaturanga, or not. Oh, sorry, lower to your belly. I forgot we're gonna do one more of these. One more of these, babies. Hands by the ribs, pinky spiral open, bend the knees. So think, this is like cobra arms and Dhanurasana legs. And then this time, child's pose. Just take a little stretch back and pause. Feel your breath. Everything we're about to do, you've done already. It is in your body. Your body knows what to do. Just trust that. Just trust that. Come back into down dog. Right leg back, inhale. Open the hips if it feels good. Bend the knee if it feels good. Wild thing. Yes, in fact, if it feels good. Come around. Right knee, left tricep. Stay there, or Kundanyasana. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, right arm up and around. Beautiful. Straighten the front leg. Left hand stretches forward a little more, right foot slides back a little more, sink the hips. Push up and over. Half moon, come around. Chapasana. Malasana. Option for crow. Stay with me, don't run off. Left leg starts to stretch back, right foot comes down, warrior three. Left knee lifts, Twist this foot or knee. Come back around. Stay up or lower down. Come back up. Standing splits or handstand. As you're ready, Chaturanga. Pause, breathe. Left leg back, inhale. Open the hips, wild thing if you like. Come around, left knee, right elbow. Stay there, or Vinyasa. Three-legged dog. Left foot forward. Right arm up and around. Straighten the front leg. Right hand forward, left foot slides back, sink the hips. Up and over. Into Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Malasana. Stay here or crow. Right foot starts to slide back, left foot stays down, warrior three, or comes down. And then right leg up, twisting, your version. Come back, stay here, consider dropping down, even if it's just a little bit. Back up. Standing splits or handstand. Yes. Back to down dog. However you'd like. And the knees to the ground. And beautiful. Okay. If you want to use the wall, we're going to take 1 minute. Headstand, handstand, Pinchamayurasana. Those would be my 3 best choices for how we've been prepared today. But you can do anything you want in this time. You don't have to get upside down. I'm going to use a block for Pincha, and I'm going to incorporate scorpion, which you could do from handstand also. And it's that Dhanurasana in the legs, that pulling, pulling, pulling. It's a very controlled back bend. I'm going to use the wall just because I like using the wall, but you don't have to. Okay, so pick what you like. I'm going to hold my block like this. I've got my fingers really wrapped around the block. My head comes on this side of the block. And that's going to pull my shoulders or my arm bones into a good position for Pincha, because I tend to want to be like this, and then I go into the back bend and I lose that. This really kind of forces me to get arm bone where I want it to be. If you're trying to do scorpion, you need a little space between you and the wall. Otherwise, there's nowhere to take the back bend, right? If you're working straight up and down Pincha or handstand, my suggestion is go a little closer so that you're taking the back bend out, okay? And then child's pose when you're ready. Really, really nice.
This is my inhale. This is the sensation. This is my exhale. This is the sensation.
Single leg pigeon or Hanumanasana, whichever one you feel like will give you more benefit. So you could be here. You could turn this into a back bend if you wanted to and work on king pigeon, or Hanumanasana, anywhere in that family, okay? And switching sides slowly. Take whatever process you need. Last few breaths, we're going to meet in Upavishta Konasana, wide leg, forward fold. The forward fold, of course, is optional, but coming here. Pressing the heels gently down. Backs of the legs gently pressing down. For me, this is a really dynamic pose. Even though I'm like fairly still here, I get a lot of feedback by playing with the pressure of my legs, my heels, the engagement of the quadriceps, engagement of the belly. And then we're going to come back to seated just as we began. If you feel like you really need a Shavasana, please take it. Otherwise, if you're comfortable here, we're going to finish here. And just like we started, let your hands rest on your thighs, palms up or down. Soften your eyes. The minimal amount of engagement needed to support your body here. That's what we're looking for. The minimal amount of engagement, muscularly, physically, needed to support your body here. Allow your breath to become autonomic. It just happens. You don't have to think about it. To your heart. Press your palms together, lift your heart to your thumbs. Bow your mind to your heart. Feel how you feel. Feel the effects of your practice and honor yourself in this moment for being here. Rise up. Eyes open. Thank you for your practice.